if you've got a funny woman that is attractive, she'll end up in a TV program rather than on the stage. I think live comedy is a difficult thing to do.
Yeah,
it's not
and you got
like, and the thing like a good
soul,
like it's like you got to play goalkeeper, defense, midfield, striker. You got to be all of it. Whereas, like, it's a lot.
It's the setup it's the
like,
visuals that the men give you on stage. Women
you
just
play
stand
every role.
And they don't really do the action and
you
give you and draw you into their visuals.
Yeah, because they'll always go like, oh, you know, when you're like driving and you know you crash and you go, oh, they get out and you give it. That's a bit like when I'm with the missus and or whatever. Then they relate it back to there. Whereas I never get that with any female I've watched. They'll be funny, but they'll just go, me and the bloke the other day, we had an argument, and you're just like, all right, yeah. And he was like, he didn't understand me.
His dick was too small.
Yeah,
and you're like, well done.
It makes me laugh the shit. It's fantastic. Thank you.
But they always do that abstract thing. Like Jim Jeffries, he's probably like that.
Oh, fucking love
He'll go off and
they play you down one path, and then before you know it, you've banged over the other side.
He goes,
and you're like, fucking head skin.
I'm not a paedophile, but... Like, and you go, where the fuck are you going? And you're like,
or a rapist.
I actually understand what you're saying, but it's still wrong. But it's funny.
It's funny.
Who's the one that goes, he's dead, and then he goes, oh, I think you'll find he died, and he goes, no, first he died, now he's dead. That one's cracked.
But the point, like I said, the point essentially being that men are funnier. Men. That one is. I'm sorry. It's just that they're funny. They're funnier.
You got any jokes, Lee?
No.
See, there you go.
Yeah. I have not got. I'm not a joke person.
But is that a thing? Like, there's going to be more men. So you know when you want to impress people, you'll be more of a comedian. So if you want to impress the opposite sex, you're going to be funny, right?
Yeah, I think.
So then that's more of a culture that you develop everywhere.
That's a really
so
good
then
point.
you get more men doing it, and you go, oh, do you know what? You're actually funny, and then he gets more and more anecdotes, and he goes, oh, I don't mind being on the road and roughing it and that. Whereas I don't know how many.
No,
one of the things that women find attractive is a funny man.
I think I agree.
You wouldn't turn around and say to a man, you know, it's a funny woman. It doesn't work that way.
No, but
I'm with her because she makes me laugh.
I have to agree with you there.
But if you say to a woman, you know, one of the points that you love about a man, what attracts you to a man, and most of them will say, he makes me laugh. Someone who's funny.
If you're going,
but a man would never go, oh, with her.
If you're trying to bat for a higher number than you on your on the attraction scale, if you've got comedy cards, you've got a fucking ace in the hole.
Absolutely. So I think you guys master it from like a young age.
Well, we have to.
Yeah.
You know, a woman just has to look pretty. She's pulled. Remember, we spoke about this. A man, shit.
Well, and even if she could be telling jokes, and half the blokes might just be laughing because I fancy you go out
because I don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. Nice one, Rob. Yeah, guys, just to say that men are funnier. Finish. That's it. That's the law. You know.
Has anyone got any jokes while we're at it?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
no. You definitely got that.
You got a bag.
You love a joke.
They're a bit blue. I know you have.
Go on then.
Yeah.
No, it's a bit blue.
What, too blue?
Really?
Blue? Blue? What, like
Go on.
sad?
No.
No.
Like,
come on, Joel. Just have a joke.
sexual.
Dirty.
All right.
Dirty old man.
All right. I feel bad saying I haven't said this since I was like, I don't know, 30 years ago.
Well, that's all right.
Go on,
Dust off the old one.
Okay, all right.
Better be good now.
The pressure. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the joke. And it's a fucking joke. All right? So please, no, don't email us or get in the chat. Leave me alone. A couple, they go to a concert. This guy, he takes his girlfriend to a classical, like the Royal Albert Hall. There's a classical event going on, you know, full on orchestra. Excuse me. And she paid a lot of money for these 2 tickets. Hoity-toity business going on here. So they've gone into the Royal Albert. They're sitting there in the circle, which is up top there. And they're listening to this, and it's like, God, this is boring. This is fucking boring. She's like, it is. I agree. So she decides to jack him off. They're that bored. So she jacks him off. she's jacked him off, and he shot his load. It's all over her hand and everything like that. So she's just lifted up, she's closed her eyes and chucked it just towards the orchestra. All this,
Chucked his
Flick
mum.
it.
all this shit. She's just giving it one of those. Right? Now, there's two violinists, right, playing like that, giving it. Playing the violin, and he's gone, "Wait, John." He's like, "What?" "I think someone's thrown me a fuck." He goes, "Well, I'm not surprised. You've been playing like a cunt all night."
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was under pressure. So, Rob, you got a joke?
No, I haven't actually.
You bastard!
But what I will do is take that one and make it better.
Excellent. I mean, I heard that many moons ago.
Who do you reckon? Right, this is a question. Who do you reckon could drink 4 gallons of petrol and survive? That's a question. That's a logical. Who do you reckon could do that? Who do you know anyone that could do that?
No,
Only human.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Well, not obviously. No.
unless you know some aliens.
It's only my mate.
Animals
It's
or
only
like
my mate Jerry can.
Oh, God, we need to get that.
I knew it's a joke
Boom,
because
boom,
he kept on reiterating it.
Yeah.
Was like,
What was that?
Oh, come on.
they're like Jimmy Carr ones you did, aren't they?
Oh, God.
Oh, guys, moving on from comedy, I just want to bring the 1970s. Yeah, I mean, you guys are too young. Probably 80s, 90s boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the 1970s, growing up in the 1970s, right? And growing up now, you guys that have gone through the experience of the 70s, would you like to be growing up in this era, in
No.
this modern era?
No way.
100% no.
Why?
I just felt like you said, back
Shocking
in the
jokes
70s,
going
the
on.
only time you knew it was time to come home because the street lights came on.
Everything
You know,
makes
all the
sense.
doors, back doors, everything was wide open. You know, everyone was in each other's house.
Might have been round your way. Is that why you walk funny?
That's not a joke.
Who says women ain't
Yeah,
funny, eh?
yeah,
Lisa's funny.
yeah. So
You're funny, Lisa. I'll tell you what. You're funnier than any fucking female comedian I've ever come across. I think you're the best female comedian
Oh,
I have
bless
seen.
you. Thank
so, yes.
yeah, so like I said, all your back doors are open back there in the 70s. And you could do, it was simple, wasn't it? I mean, you had no phones and stuff, so you used to play with like marbles and a bit of
Yeah.
French skipping, and you
Jacks.
play
Remember
jacks with the ball thing.
you drop,
and,
hopscotch.
Jacks.
Jacks with the little jacks with a ball, when you pick one up
Yeah.
and then you put the other one down the jacks. You used to fall.
Didn't you have them? They were like
little
Yeah, they were. That's what
They
they
were
were.
little metal
X's.
X's.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And you
That's
get a
called
ball
jacks.
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That's
that's
called
it.
jacks.
There's a ball in it.
The ball, you used to throw the ball up in the air, and you pick one up, yeah, and then
Yeah.
you put it, and then you throw the ball up and pick two up.
Oh, I
yeah?
didn't have a ball. We should chuck
Yeah.
them up against the wall.
Oh, right.
Conkers. We
No,
used to play with
that's
conkers.
with
Those were the
cards.
days with British Bulldog in
Yeah.
the school. You used to play British Bulldog. It weren't bands. That was
Or
it. You
you
used
could
to
play
Wall?
Killer
What
Bulldog.
is that?
Killer Bulldog.
Killer Bulldog
yeah.
was the violent one.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard
What
of
is it?
the Death Wall?
Hang on a minute. You don't know what Bulldog is?
No, is that where you throw the pan up against the
No.
wall?
It's where you hold the whole, like, so like, your
It's like
class.
catch. Like
Your
it.
class, right? You'd pick someone to be it first of all. So you're Bulldog, right? So you go in the middle, and you've got to run. Say who's in a tennis court or a football pitch.
Yeah.
You've got to get from like the goal area to the goal area, right? So you've got to get across
And you've
without
got
getting
them
caught.
all
Oh,
in
like,
a
like
line.
pig in the middle.
No, pig in the middle's done with a ball or something you're throwing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is like tag, right? But you've got
okay.
the whole class got to get to the other end. So
Oh,
if I go, whoop, you're now Bulldogs, so now there's two Bulldogs.
Yeah.
And it goes on until,
You
but then
stop them.
yeah.
They banned it in schools because it was
Why?
violent.
Yeah.
Because it was like
Oh,
rugby. I mean,
right.
And
you'd
then-
like
yeah,
get,
But then
people getting there.
Killer Bulldog, right, was
No
where
rules.
no, you just get punched
Yeah,
and
yeah,
kicked and all that shit.
Yeah, I think I've played, yeah.
The boys used to like playing sticky toffee. Do you remember what
Yeah,
that was?
yeah,
Yeah, sticky toffee.
Where you
Hold the
stop and
fingers
you'd
out.
have to hold, and because the boys could go under your skirts,
Under your legs.
under your legs, and look up at your skirt as they went
Perverts.
through.
The girls loved it.
Kiss chase.
Kiss Chase, yeah. Used to play Kiss Chase.
No, I never played.
Yeah.
I was never invited to play that.
Yeah, there was.
Bastards.
It was just.
It's
I was
like-
always caught a lot.
Didn't you go to an all-boys school? Didn't you go to an all-boys school?
No, not boys. 1, 2, 3 block home. Remember that?
Yeah, Blocky 1, 2, 3. We used to call it.
No, I
Yeah,
don't
Blocky
know
1,
that
2,
one.
3. Knockdown Ginger.
Yeah, yeah.
God Almighty! the amount of
Glad you
times-
said that. Why he ain't here? He would have got offended. Wouldn't he?
Oh, bless him.
Yeah, Knockdown Ginger can't do now because of the Ring doorbells, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
What about Death Wall?
What's
Death
Death
Wall?
Wall?
Go on.
Yeah,
Is that where you're pushing off the walls?
yeah. There's like it
was never called Death Wall where I come
A
from.
load of your mates, right?
When you push the air out of you.
No. They all go on the wall like that to create a tunnel,
Oh,
Right, yeah.
and you go through that, and they kick
Oh,
the shit
yeah,
out.
yeah,
of you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
How is that a
my
game?
God.
You had push-offs where like, you find a wall
Yeah.
and you just got to try and push each other off. That's fucking
Is
stupid.
that like murder?
Yeah, no, but there weren't like fucking great big walls like that. Like little garden walls, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For him, obviously, he needs a parachute.
So
but
yeah.
But to be quite, I had loads of board
What do you mean
games.
jump down there?
Yeah, at home. When it was raining, obviously you can go out and play, but it wasn't a phone technology. It was board games. So I had everything from Frustration to Kaplunk, Mousetrap.
Mousetrap, that was the biggest pile
Yeah.
of shit.
Yeah, do you remember that? It
Right.
used to take half an hour to set the
Yeah.
fucking thing
But
up,
that-
and then
you-
the little thing used to come down.
Yeah.
Try and
Yeah.
hook
But
it
it
up.
And
Snap
it'd always
and break.
fail, wouldn't it? It'd never come down when it was
Yeah.
supposed to. It's like
But,
you get to the end of the game and it's,
But
you're like, it's
a
supposed
little
to come
bloke
there and it
used
just
to sit
doesn't.
on the thing, and he used to plop and go into the little.
What about that pickup stick?
Oh yeah, and there was Kaplunk, where you used to pull the sticks out and the balls.
Didn't have the Kaplunk. You just had the sticks, all different colour sticks.
Yeah,
And you had
sticks.
to try and
Yeah, it was just sticks, wasn't it?
you
just
threw them on the
throwing
floor.
them- yeah, that's
and you
it.
pick them up about moving
Like
the others.
moving them on the others, but it was all board games back then.
Yeah.
Christmas was fucking magical.
It wa-
Do you know what I mean? You'd get a lot of shit under the tree because it would be loads of MB board games. Do you know what I mean? That's what it was.
Well, for me, it was more like because we grew up poor, innit? So it was like socks, pants, school
Oh, a
uniform.
bit of coal and a satsuma in your stocking.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? If I'm lucky, you know what I'm saying?
God, I
So-
remember one year I got Simon. Yeah, it was
Simple
like
Simon, that-
Simon.
that one who-
it had
yeah,
four
yeah.
colours. 3:00
Yeah.
in the morning. There's me with the big batteries in it, waking the whole.
They weren't quite either, were they?
They weren't quite. Weren't they? Operation.
Oh, I hated that game.
Didn't I used to cheat? Just pull the battery out and just take all the bits.
That's no.
Monopoly.
Yeah. Monopoly.
It's a fighting
yeah,
game, that,
yeah,
isn't
yeah,
That's a fight.
definitely.
Everyone
but
had
it
a
goes
fight.
on so long though,
but
doesn't it?
There's always a cheat. There's always someone robbing that bank.
and then Cluedo.
Cluedo.
Cluedo. I love
Cluedo.
I no,
Yeah.
Cluedo was just what a load of bollocks.
Oh,
How
I love
easy
it.
was it to find
Yeah.
them three
I used to love
cards in the
Cluedo.
middle
Was it in the library?
with the
No.
with
Guess
the
who?
candlestick?
Remember that?
Was it a
Guess
candlestick?
who?
No.
Yeah.
Guess Who was a good game. You had like,
Yeah,
all the
it
people
was.
and you had to ask the questions and you knock them down.
Has he got a beard? And you just say no.
Beard and bald head was
Yeah,
Richard. His
yeah,
name was Richard,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
and
you're
if you
so
went,
right.
has he got a beard? Has he got hair? No, Richard. Fuck. You know what I mean?
We used to play battleships. Do you remember battleships?
Battleships.
Yeah,
Love-
yeah.
love-
I've sunk your battleship.
But with battleships, because we didn't have battle, we couldn't. So you can play it on paper,
Yeah, yeah, you
and
can.
I would play it with my
Yeah, on-
sister
yeah.
on paper.
Yeah.
You know, battleships.
Tom's just a twist.
And then
Twister.
Mastermind,
Yeah.
you'd have the Mastermind where you'd have the light behind the shelf. Yeah,
the
do you
full
remember?
pins,
Yeah,
and different color coded pins. That
Remember
was
that
good.
behind
That
the
was
little
really.
shelf, really good. So you had the little pegs, and
Yeah.
someone else like puts their pegs in a certain order, and then you have to guess what's behind theirs, and you'd put yours in front.
No,
See
I
what I
don't
mean?
remember that.
No,
The
you
man,
don't remember
yeah,
that?
you know what? That is actually a good game.
Yeah.
And if I can,
Like with the little holes or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I
it.
sort of
Yeah,
remember, I can't remember. Yeah.
There was another one where it was like Connect 4 type thing.
Yeah.
Remember Connect 4?
Connect 4. Yeah,
But
I've got- yeah.
it was, I think it might have been called Safe Cracker or something like that.
No, I don't
right?
remember that.
And it was at these
A
like
little-
little thing, you turned them,
yeah,
and they were set differently.
Oh,
so there's a
yeah.
little thing, and then you've got to try and get this your way, and I'll do a
Yeah,
couple of
yeah,
turns
Yeah,
that way.
and it
yeah.
clicks and they
And it-
they flick into.
Yeah, but every time I turn one this side, your side would go, you fucking
Yeah,
moved
that's
back.
it. Yeah, I remember that.
No,
That's the 70s to me. That's
Yeah,
just like, you know what I mean?
the weather.
Can't beat
70s?
chess.
The
Love a game of
cards.
chess.
The weather was
I'd like to
good.
play you at chess.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to.
I would.
We'll play right now.
No, not on that shit. A proper,
guys, one sec.
proper game of
coming
chess,
to
I'll
the,
play ya.
I'll bring that board out one day.
I was going to say,
I
we
love
used to
to.
play board games. But it's not a
Before, oh, look, we're coming to the end. Ladies and gentlemen, so sorry that our reminiscence of the 1970s has gone on a little bit, and we'll bring it back into the next section because there's a big difference between 70